Good afternoon. This is Dr. Elizabeth Vandercourt from the Puerto Rico Seismic Network. Today, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about tsunami warning systems and alert levels. Knowing how tsunami alerts work in Puerto Rico, as well as how to react to each type of level, is critical to securing one's safety during a tsunamigenic event. In this short video, we will cover how tsunami alerts work and what each alert level means. So let's start with the basics. Who provides tsunami alert information for Puerto Rico? The Tsunami Warning Center for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands is the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center in Hawaii. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, usually abbreviated as the PTWC, receives seismic data from the Puerto Rico Seismic Network, as well as other global networks in real time to monitor the Caribbean and Pacific regions for earthquakes that could generate a tsunami. While the official Tsunami Warning Center for Puerto Rico is the PTWC, on the island there are tsunami warning focal points whose job it is to disseminate the alert level determined by the PTWC to the public and activate the local tsunami plans if needed. The primary tsunami warning focal point for Puerto Rico is the Puerto Rico State Emergency Management Agency. The Puerto Rico Seismic Network and the National Weather Service in San Juan act as tsunami warning focal point alternates, or essentially backup for the primary tsunami warning focal point. In practice, for any tsunami alert, the Tsunami Warning Center and tsunami warning focal points will transmit tsunami alerts. The Tsunami Warning Center and tsunami warning focal points are the official information for tsunami alerts in Puerto Rico. Now that we know who sends the alerts, what are they and what do they mean? A tsunami alert establishes the level of the threat in the case of a tsunami that may impact Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Tsunami alerts in Puerto Rico consist of 4 different levels, ranging from a tsunami information statement, implying no threat of a tsunami, to tsunami warning, which is a high threat of a tsunami. Each of these levels have a different meaning and require a different reaction from the emergency managers and the public. Now I'm going to go through each of these levels one by one, describing what they are and what actions you need to take as the public. The first and the lowest level of alert is the Tsunami Information Statement. This message is issued to inform the public that a seismic event has occurred with no tsunamigenic potential, no tsunami. Now, this statement will usually include the phrase, "There is no warning, advisory, or watch issued for Puerto Rico." Also, on the PRSN webpage, this will generate a green banner at the top. So what should you do during Tsunami Information Statement? 1, stay calm. And secondly, respond to the earthquake if needed. While no tsunami has been generated, there may be local impacts from the earthquake. The next level of alert is the Tsunami Watch. This level of alert is issued when an event has occurred that may have a later impact on the coastal zone, but at the moment, the Tsunami Warning Center needs to continue evaluating the event. As more data is received and analyzed by the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, the watch can later be raised to an advisory or warning, or be canceled. When a tsunami watch is in effect, the PRSN webpage, like the image here, will have a yellow banner. So what actions do you need to take during a tsunami watch? Is, again, stay calm. And secondly, remain attentive to further information available and follow the instructions of emergency managers and local authorities. The third is the trickiest level to understand. This is a tsunami advisory. A tsunami advisory is issued if there is a potential danger of a tsunami, particularly for the maritime community. This includes things like generated waves or strong currents. Now, the tsunami, when generated, or can be generated, it doesn't necessarily have the height to inundate the land. That's when we put out an advisory. So it is a maritime threat. It's important to note that a tsunami advisory is not a tsunami warning. An advisory indicates a danger in the water and along the coast. And when I mean a coast, I mean talking about beaches and ports. Additionally, like a tsunami watch, an advisory can be changed based on as the PTWC receives more information about the event. This level can be upgraded to a tsunami warning or downgraded to tsunami watch or be canceled. When a tsunami advisory is in effect, the PRSN webpage, like the image here, will also have an orange banner. So what should you do during tsunami advisory? For a tsunami advisory, since we're talking maritime and coast, it is recommended that you leave water, harbors, marinas, water activities in the beach. Since the advisory may be downgraded or upgraded, you should also remain alert to further available information and follow instructions from emergency managers. Now, the other thing I should mention is stay calm. That is a key thing in all these reactions, is always stay calm. And that's most important when we get to the final and the highest level of tsunami threat. This is the tsunami warning. A tsunami warning is issued when coastal inundation is imminent due to tsunami waves. Unlike the Hollywood movies, tsunami waves are not a singular wave, but rather a series of long waves. Tsunami warnings can continue for several hours after the arrival of the first wave. The warning can be downgraded as more information about an event is received by the PTWC or after the imminent danger has passed. When a tsunami warning is in effect, the PRSN webpage has a red banner at the top. So what should you do if there is a tsunami warning? First, again, like always, stay calm. In the case of a warning, you should leave the coast and go to high ground immediately. Those that live or are located within the tsunami evacuation zones should immediately evacuate the area and go to higher ground with their emergency backpacks. And they should head to the designated assembly points. It's important to follow all instructions from emergency management. And also note that one should not re-enter the evacuation area until given the all clear from the local emergency managers, even if the PTWC has canceled the warning. There may be dangers such as fires, debris, downlines, and others that emergency management must clear before permitting citizens back into the evacuation zone. Now, how do you know where, if you're going in a tsunami evacuation zone, or where your assembly point is? Well, thanks to work done by Tsunami Ready program, researchers at the University of Puerto Rico Mayagüez and the Puerto Rico Seismic Network, Puerto Rico has tsunami evacuation maps available for all coastal municipalities, as well as 2 interior municipalities that can be impacted by tsunami events. All of these maps are available online on the Puerto Rico Seismic Network webpage in either print format for individual municipalities, such as you see on the left, or an interactive format via the online map tool. On the online map tool, it can reach by maptool.uprm.edu. The maps themselves and how to read them will be discussed in detail in another video lesson. So, in summary, what should you remember? In summary, the official tsunami warnings for Puerto Rico are determined by the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, and the tsunami warning focal points and alternates, Puerto Rico State Emergency Management, Puerto Rico Seismic Network, and the National Weather Service in San Juan disseminate the information on a local level. These alerts can occur at 4 different levels, ranging from tsunami information statement, implying no tsunami threat, to tsunami watch, tsunami advisory, to the highest level of tsunami warning. As the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center receives more data about the possibility of a tsunami, the alert level can be upgraded or downgraded. For each level, both the public and emergency management should know the actions that need to be taken. And for more information and education materials, such as Tsunami Maps for Puerto Rico You should see the Puerto Rico Seismic Network webpage at http://redsysmica.uprm.edu. Thank you.